thank you for this day. Thank you for election day. Lord, every election matters, and we're just grateful for those who exercise their responsibility and privilege to go have their voice heard. And we're grateful, Lord, for those who make that happen through the clerk's office here and all the volunteers and poll workers that give of their time to take part in this great experiment that we have here in the United States of America. Lord, we love you and we thank you, and help us this morning to realize that we need to be quick to hear and slow to speak and slow to anger, Lord, and in all things search for the truth that would enable us to make the wisest decisions for those here in Laclede County. We truly believe we're blessed to call Laclede County home, and Lord, we're just grateful for all those who have chosen to make it their home. Lord, we love you and we thank you in your Son's name. Amen. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, so don't know what's going on, but before we start, I did call Jared. I want him to come in at 9:30.
Okay.
Because I think we have some things we can review, and for the media that's here, as soon as we finish the agenda as you see in front of you, we will meet with Road and Bridge, but it could be over at the OEM conference room. It might be in another room, but the three commissioners in Road and Bridge will be meeting to review some guidelines and a safety policy that we may or may not have implemented in addition to the current schedule of work. So I'll let you know where that'll be in case you wanna be there. Now, with that, we will take up the minutes for July 29th.
I make a motion to approve the minutes as written for July 29th.
I'll second it.
Motion second, approve as presented for July 29th. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
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 All opposed, same sign, minutes approved. Mike, you get the gold star for the day.
And first on the list.
Yes,
Yeah, you leapfrogged everybody else, Mike.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, I got it. Well, quick update, sheriff's office is done. They're moving computers and stuff now where they need to go today. So our wall's done, it's painted, mopboard's down. We're done for now. Fire suppression in the jail kitchen, it is up to date now. Also with the fire pull-out alarm that was broken, it is also repaired and up and going. The check valve that we had replaced in the crow's nest, where it was allowing the hot water to flow back into the cold water, that has been replaced, and that did fix our issue with the extremely hot water down in the jail. So we got that replaced and did all right. Of course, we're just keeping up with the mowing, the weed control, and picking up the stuff that blows into the yard and what's left in the yard. Over in the jail again, Jack has decided that we needed to put more handicap rails up. We made sure every restroom, or at least one restroom in every pod had handicap. I guess he's decided we need to do them all, so make sure they're in compliance now. There's 2 doors missing over there. I found one stashed in a closet. I have not found the second one yet. So we might have to try to manufacture one of those. Our ladders for the rooftop, they are ordered. There's 3 of them that will give us access to the lower deck on the parking lot side. the upper deck on the, where the towers are, and then one that'll give us from Crow's Nest on up to the next level above the jail pods, over there.
Mike, that's been a long time coming, so I'm glad to see you getting it done. What was the cost on those?
32 something or 31 something, it was 3,000, it was under 3,300.
Okay. Sounds very reasonable compared to what I think I've heard before for one, so,
Yeah.
Okay, good.
It's really,
good,
and
okay.
it's needed. you know.
Okay, yeah.
If you have an emergency up there, you have to drag a ladder, knock it down, you know,
Or for safety reasons alone, you
yes,
know.
yes, it's just much needed. Of course, the roof is done, they finished that up. Looks pretty good up there. RTU 7 is due for some maintenance on Thursday. Still waiting on my compressors for the other 2 units. Seem to be, back ordered and re-back ordered. So, but that's what I had in my notes first thing this morning, so. Anybody got any questions? Try to answer.
Don't believe so.
No, none from where I sit, Mike. I continue to hear very favorable comments as I walk around the different offices at different times and about maintenance, and it's all positive, and
Good.
I think you and Lou walk on water, and so you guys are doing great. Thank you.
We're just here to do whatever we can do,
You guys are doing well. Thank
and
you.
we're still enjoying it. You know?
Just wait.
Yeah, let's not
Just
leave
wait,
Miss Teresa
right.
out either.
Just wait.
Just wait.
Oh, and that's true.
Yeah, Miss Teresa also.
Yeah.
We're not one people like to sit
Yeah.
very long. If I sit too long, I start to get a little edgy.
Thanks, Mike. If
All
you
right,
need
thank
anything,
you.
let us know.
We will.
Randy Rowe, you're next.
All right, this may be a 3-minute one.
It's not what you told me yesterday. It'll
Uh-oh.
be a short one.
I've learned a little since yesterday.
Oh,
so
okay.
May have to add to that.
Okay.
Actually not. So, number one, we have ordered the new weather station for the Conway area yesterday. I think we finally got the order finished about 3 o'clock, and then when I went back online and looking at it, they were sold out. So hopefully we got the very last one on the shelf. But at least we're confirmed, and, should be here within a week, and then we'll have to, work on the installation, which should take no more than half a day. The way we did it financially was, presiding commissioner advised to go ahead and buy it. We did, and then, the Conway School District will reimburse us about 1,600 of the 2,000 more or less. So we'll be out of pocket about $400 for the upgraded unit, which I think will be very, very nice. We may want to, at some point, add a couple more on that side of the county. And if we do, it'll be that upgraded unit. I mean, they're just so much nicer, they're so much faster, and we can direct line feed to National Weather Service that information. So they love it as well. So that's on that project. I never was worried because I knew it would work out, and it did. We were issued a green light on our EMPG funding yesterday to finalize on it, on our part, which means that the state, SEMA and FEMA will continue to pay for half of our salaries and some of our benefits. And to let the commission, to educate the commission on how that happens is that FEMA and SEMA will rate you, will grade you, give you a report card on where you're at, and they will take care of those that come in with an A report card first. So out of the 100 and however many counties there are now, 106, whatever, only those got funded that were rated A or class 1. And the reason you get that is because you do all of the exercises, and you do all of your NIMS, National Information Center, courses, and keep all that updated, and then, you know, when they issue the verifications, then you are the first to get it. And we were like the third in the state to get our verification. So I got the letter yesterday. I'll get it put together and the plan, and then you'll have to sign it as usual. And, but it is a done deal for the county. And, I have till October 1 to get our NIMS roundup, you know, sanctioned and qualified for next year. So that means that, if you haven't done your basic NIMS, you know, we'll need to get that out of the way on computer before October. And all the fire departments as well. You know, if they don't have their NIMS compliance, then they will not be eligible for grants next year. That's how that works. We used to do the roundup July 1 every year, and then they laid off that, and now they've come back to it, but it's October 1. So if you haven't done your NIMS, then you'll need to get that basic NIMS in before October 1. It's relatively easy, and we'll have to. Linda, you can disregard, you're done.
Okay.
So, I think the three of you, probably need to get one or two. So, we've got till October, and we'll help you.
So I have a suggestion. It sounds easy, and it probably will be for Joe and Eric. I didn't find it so easy. It's kind of time consuming to wade through it.
It is.
So when you try to budget your time, keep that in mind. And then the other thing is, if you've never looked at that before, which I really hadn't, there's a lot of role playing, a lot of scenarios, and the terminology that's used is probably logical for those who use it, but I found it to be a little illogical for me, but that's just probably the way I think, illogically. But I would make a recommendation, Randy, if there's a lot of individuals, including me, that need to get that done, I'm not so sure that a little workshop
We've done that before.
wouldn't be helpful, because it would help probably clear up some things for me. And so I would just recommend that if you can put together a workshop, please get with us first so we can schedule it our time, but and then open it up to fire departments or whomever. But
We'll do that.
I think it'd be very
That's a
helpful.
good idea. Sure, that's a great idea. And you can count on, and the problem is they won't let you just go through it, you know.
No,
They give you a certain amount of time,
right.
and I think that amount of time is 2 hours, I think.
But I think the workshop could help explain some of those scenarios. You could use some of the examples and some of setting up.
Oh, I
those-
see what you're saying.
Right, yeah.
All right, I was
Yeah.
talking about just doing it.
No, it, maybe, but not until we do the workshop first.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
To help for clarification on certain things, what
Yes.
you're after,
yes.
to help expedite the getting through, okay.
I can work on that. Yeah, I'll work on that.
Okay,
We have till October, I don't wanna wait till the last minute.
No.
So maybe next month. we can
August
knock
will
it
be
out.
over
Yeah.
like
Yes.
that. Yeah.
We're in it.
I agree, and, other than that, I haven't heard any good word yet on Goodwill. So, Linda, have you heard anything at all from them? Okay, so, I have a contact there off the record with one of their board members, and one of their board members said that the money is there. They just are working on trying to get their compliance in line, have somebody check off, you know, from the federal government. So that could happen, we could get our girls back. You know, we're still shorthanded, is my only reason for bringing that up. So I think that's all I have at this time.
Okay, so I do have a suggestion for the NIMS training, since we know someone who's been successful, maybe that individual could actually help train others.
They have a workshop.
Actually, she is sanctioned by the skin of her teeth because it's changed since she did it the first time a lot.
Oh, I see. Truth
I've
is
got her
coming
back
out.
here, so it has changed.
She did volunteer to take the LPA training,
No,
For MoDOT. so.
Well, good.
Yeah.
That's absolutely great.
Well, actually, we're good, because I got that in by the end of the year, because we didn't have anybody. So, however,
That means that's next year that we've got.
it'd be, yeah, I think one of you two will need to do it, not in 26, but I think it's good for 2 years, so one of you will need to
Yes.
do it in 27. Randy, if that's it, we'll let you scoot.
That's it.
We're gonna try and make this as quick as possible for Linda's election day, okay? So, okay,
Right.
thank you. Well, any questions? I didn't ask. Did you
No,
have any?
sir. I believe I'm good.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, next item we'll
Thank you,
take
sir.
up our CDT applications.
No, I'm
All right, first one we have is, City of Conway, and, looks like they wanna repair streets, and I'll pass that one down. And we have their financials here, looks like they banked a little bit of last year in order to get a project done, is that safe to say?
They did, they had their paver go out. So she said our equipment was down, we didn't get to finish the project that we had last year. So that's in that discussion, how much was remaining there, and they intend on having it completely
Okay.
this year.
So they can get caught up on some of their road maintenance, yeah, okay. And I believe that's 27.5 for City
Yeah,
of
it's on
Conway?
there. I checked it, it's on there.
It's 25. No, that was their report. I think we gave them 10%, didn't we? A couple years ago, or no?
I was gonna say somewhere between 25 and 20%. I'll just look. City of Conway, 25.
25, okay. We gave the road district
Yeah.
a bump, okay. After you've reviewed that, I would entertain a motion to approve the CDT application and a motion to approve their financial statement. And if that can be done in one motion, I would do that.
I make a motion to go ahead and approve the CDT tax for City of Conway. And do we need to do them separately, or we,
You can go together. The 25 application, 24 final.
and to go ahead and approve their financial statement as well?
Okay, I have a motion, do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Motion second to approve the City of Conway CDT application and their financial statement. Any further discussions? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, all opposed, same sign. We'll initial them, and that's another one that's done. All right, next one we have the Competition Rural Fire District, and their request is for $6,000, and they would like to buy bunker gear, and when you look at their financial statement, they'll provide receipts, and looks like they've pretty much done what they indicated they would. After you've got a chance to review those, I would entertain a motion to approve the application and their financial statement.
It's the same, yeah, same type of disclosure to the others.
Sheriff, want to present the S contract? So if we have questions.
It's the same thing we had last year.
that's
What
good.
questions do you have? Okay.
What's your point?
Well, they said it's the same if you'll update the numbers, so we updated the report.
We talked about modifying it 1 year to.
No, that was city.
Raise or bills.
SRO is modified every year.
I just checked in too, because the price of the,
I'm
Just
sure
the
the
visit.
price was,
huh?
I'm sure the price was okay.
What may be?
Last 24.
It's 24, yeah, yeah.
That was a 6.
Yeah, no, it takes up 24.
The school and the sheriff's office.
And I'm taking it that these receipts are showing what they spent
On
their
here,
money
yeah.
Last year.
Mm-hmm.
With the, yeah, that's what I'm seeing all the way through.
I'm gonna make a motion to approve the CDT for Competition Fire District and their financial report.
Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Okay, I have a motion second to approve the Competition Fire District CDT application along with their 24 financials. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Same sign. CDT application approved. I was a silent aye, but I wasn't aye. Next one we have is, Phillipsburg Special Road District. And their request is for the amount we budgeted, which is $27,500. Looks like they're making payments on the backhoe, and it looks like that will probably help them do that. And here, and they have their financials attached here as well.
Mhm.
Is this my,
It's a year, school year. That was signed for and everything else, so it's, the 12 months are counted.
heavy customer. We got set and work with. Water sellers on the back in there, I think.
Did we buy culverts?
No, I think everybody's wrong.
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm asking if they bought the culverts, and if so, where are they at? It's on there, and I don't see anything on it. There's the base route.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
25.
This was for total quarter, right?
Sure, I want that running through 24, but yeah, that's where I was at a while ago, whenever I seen that on there. Didn't see anything, seen some tire repairs.
Right.
He's at
Mr.
the-
Riggs.
Yes, sir.
There's a statement,
I'm listening.
okay, buying culverts, and I don't see a receipt for
Did they need it?
I don't really know, I'm just asking.
Was there gravel enough to qualify?
Yes, I think so. And I did not think of it in that light, so.
Well, they purchased 35,000 in rock,
And they only needed 27, so.
Yeah.
so they
Okay.
probably
Yeah.
didn't, they probably did that instead of the culverts, I'm guessing, so.
Maybe.
So I would suggest that they did expend the funds
They did.
appropriately. They
Thank you,
just
Lord.
had to change the plan, they needed more rock. I'd entertain a motion.
I'm gonna make a motion to approve the CDT for Phillipsburg Special Road District number 3
Okay.
and the financial report for 2024.
Joe, do you second that?
I will,
I
yes, sir.
have a motion and a second to approve the, Phillipsburg Special Road District number 3 for their CDT application 27.5 and their 24 financials. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, all opposed, same sign. CDT application approved. Did you get all those numbers?
What was City of Conway?
25,000 for the city of Conway. Yes,
Right,
yeah.
City of Conway.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna, public comments items listed on the, well, now we're in general county business.
On their changes.
Well, I'm gonna ask about this Main Street. Just 1 minute.
Yeah, so it's, in the event of a catastrophe, OEM, becomes the hub. They become the central, agency that will, allocate the resources that they know are available. Could it be, fire, ambulance, police, hazmat, volunteers, you know, what that catastrophe might look like. Ice storm, I know one year we set up because there was an ice storm. And so, this NIMS then is, it sets out that structure. So if this happens, you set up your Emergency Operations Center, your EOC. And then there's certain people that they're responsible for communications to the media. And certain people then are responsible for inventory. So it's that structure, and then, you know, somebody's in charge of communications. So it's really how you stand up that EOC during some type of catastrophe. And it goes into enough detail in that for me, just going through it the first time, some of it seemed like it was it duplicated a little bit, where I thought, well, this command center person, it was logical that they do that, but only to discover that it was this command center person that would do that. And so there's a lot of those acronyms in there, and if you're not used to the language, which I wasn't, it seemed to be a little confusing at times, but I'm sure if I can understand it, it'll become logical. We don't use that every day, you know, so, I found it to be a challenge. And I went through it quickly, which was probably a mistake, and I said, okay, I'm gonna go online and take their test. I don't know how many times I can fail, but I didn't score high enough to get my NIM certification. So I think having that workshop to help just explain some of those acronyms ahead of time, and maybe those 4 key components, and maybe some illustrations would help me, and I think possibly anyone else as well, as we go through that. And then after that, it can be a self-guided course. But I think that would help me. So just going into it blind, you might ace it. For me, Eric, it was a little bit of a challenge, because that's not the world I've lived in.
And this is an online something that
You can
go through
Mhm.
and then you take the test.
Yes. And so on that online test, they have all these scenarios, and, you know, if this happens, what do you do? If this happens, you know, if the water breaks in the Red Cross shelter, you know, how are you gonna fix that? I mean, that's probably not a good example, but, yeah. All right, public comments, items listed on the agenda, none, okay. We'll skip down to routine business, payroll changes, everybody get a chance, we paid a few bills this week.
Yes.
Atlanta, wrote them a big check on a couple of the payments on Atlanta Bridge.
He is very appreciative.
Well, I'm sure that's not all profit for them, I'm sure they had some deals to pay out of that, so.
Yep, with musical chairs.
When are we gonna have our tax levy hearing? You told me on
14.
the 14th.
That's a Tuesday,
Today's
Is
the
that
5th, it'd be
right?
the 12th.
12.
This is something we can go about.
Whatever that Tuesday is.
Tuesday the 12th.
After the election, yeah, 12th.
Okay. And are we going to piggyback that during or after the meeting, or?
First thing.
Okay.
And Leap will be here to give their presentation also.
It's in the meeting.
Yeah, it's in
The tax levies will be in the meeting, yeah.
Is there anything else that week?
Yes, if you're interested. let me-
No, I think I already nixed that, told you I was not going to
This week or next week?
next week.
Yeah, but, this is something different though, I think,
Okay.
Eric.
Yeah, he's talking about the 14th fair. Take care.
Believe so.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what you're
I think that may be, that's approval and for Josh Holly for the ag deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I assume sometimes things I should assume, do either of you get any, email from the Sustainable Ozark Partnership?
Same thing on that.
Okay, I'll, ask that both of your email addresses get put on there, I just assumed that you did. But on the 13th, we're a member of the Sustainable Ozarks Partnership. Are you familiar with that?
No.
Okay, this was an organization that was created a few years ago. The organization, exists to support, Fort Leonard Wood, in its mission and its families, our servicemen and
I think
women.
I've heard something about it, yeah.
And so several communities are involved in that. We contribute, I think, $2,500 in economic development funds. That's for the last several years. So we're one of the counties, surrounding counties that are a member. A lot of the cities are members, and then there's a lot of individual businesses that are members as well. And this is their annual meeting. And usually they'll have, and they'll give you, and they will provide their annual report. So they'll give an update on the mission at Fort Leonard Wood. What's the status of the hospital? And these are just examples I'm trying to think of. Are we gaining any new missions there? And they'll oftentimes have national leaders there. Lots of times elected officials. I think Senator Schmidt spoke last year. We've had Congressman Alford in the past. I'm sure they'll be there. And I will get the details for you if you want to attend. It'll start early. It'll probably start about 8 or 8:30, and it'll run through the lunch hour. And they'll have, along with elected officials, they'll have others from the Department of Defense and Department of the Army and so forth there.
Where's it at?
It's at the Ark in Waynesville. And I plan on attending. If we want to commute together, I'd be happy to drive, because we all know that I'm a good driver. And you'll be in good,
Quotation marks.
and you'll be in good hands.
Always.
So if that would be the case, I will put that, I will preemptively post a notice that we'll be there in case two
I'm
of
a
us show.
90% no on that at the moment.
Okay.
And someday, I will get to drive, and you're gonna see what all you've been missing.
That's exactly what I'm afraid of.
No, you won't see it as it goes by, because you'll be focused on the road.
It can't be a whole lot worse than the former Eastern, the past Eastern.
Is that right?
Yeah. He straightened out a few curves between here and Houston.
Yes.
Okay, so with that out of the way, I will send Dorsey an email, Dorsey Newcomb, he is the executive director of that organization. He can get you added to the email list, and then I'll get you the details as well. And I'll preemptively post a notice that the Cleveland County Commission will be attending. That way we'll be in good standing. And I've already reserved, and if you think you're going, I do need to probably, get you a link or something so you can go ahead and reserve. They do provide lunch.
Okay.
But usually they have enough anyway. Okay, we did routine business. Now we'll do public comments. Individuals who wish to make comments regarding items not listed on the agenda will be recognized at this time. All right, seeing none, any other business to come before the county commission? All right, seeing none, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back up to, action items, and this is the Conway SRO contract. And Linda had reviewed something, so I stopped on that for a moment, but it looks like it's ready to come back. So Linda, you wanna present this?
Through the sheriff's office and the Conway School, it was known to us that the contract was agreeable to them as it was last year. And we just needed to update to new figures, what our salaries were and FICA and things like that. What I noticed is the paragraph above our calculations, we hadn't changed the school year. It still said 24-25, and I needed to make it 25-26, so I went and did that. Robin fixed it for us, and it's now back set.
Okay. And this has been in place now for a number of years, and, that's how what the numbers look like. And then this is there's like 3 months, I think, where the district pay half of the base because they're not in school, and then the sheriff will use that deputy for, other assignments. Yeah. So they agreed to the annual wages, the, FICA, their share of work comp, their share of liability, and health insurance. It's county employee, on a contracted basis or MOU basis with the school there.
I think I remember us discussing this at
We
budget.
visited over, budget. Went over some of that, how that kinda works.
Yeah, cause we put that in the,
We did have to,
so after reviewing that, I would entertain a motion to approve the Conway SRO agreement.
we'll go ahead and make a motion to approve the Conway SRO agreement as it's written there.
I'll second it.
Okay, I have a motion second to approve the Conway R1 School, SRO agreement. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. If you would initial that, and then I'll sign off on the back. I think I hear Jared. Linda, anything else for us, or is that it? Okay. All right, so at this time, what I'd like to do is we need to turn this room over to, elections. Are you gonna try and join us anywhere?
I will not. I have to
Okay.
cover some other stuff.
Okay, so, we could meet maybe in one of the offices, we could walk over to, OEM and use a table over there. What's your pleasure, gentlemen?
We can find a spot.
Okay, right, so, for the public, for the media, what we're doing now, again, is just moving to a different room, and the commission's gonna continue the meeting with our road and bridge foreman to discuss some items regarding, policy, culvert installation, culvert maintenance, safety procedures, and, general activity for scheduled projects, okay? Linda, it's yours.